Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of Medieval Dynasty, now available on Steam from RenderCube Games and Toplitz Productions. Hope you're having a great weekend. It was a big morning in Boca Chica, Texas for us space junkies as Starship did Integrated Test Flight 2 for Booster 9 and Ship 25, and it was a successful failure. That's what they're saying. That's what I say, because it took off. It flew beautifully. The first stage performed exactly as designed, I think. The hot staging went like it was supposed to. Second stage, that Starship took off and kept going, and it was stellar. The booster experienced some issues when it was doing its flip maneuver. Scott Manley did a great video analyzing this. Thinks there were some fuel cutoff issues. That's why one of the engines didn't relight and the others started failing. That's something that SpaceX will have to address. And then that blew up. They did a rapid unplanned disassembly, and then Starship had an anomaly just before main engine cut off. It looked like they had a liquid oxygen leak of some sort going on. So, yeah, great rocket science stuff. So now we're gonna jump in the time machine and go back in time to medieval age and see what's going on with our village here. I did a video last night. You guys may check that out if you're new to the game. Now, here's the thing. You really only watch the first hour. Watch it in chunks. I've been working on editing a video just like this. So I did a save game, and I started it, and it's like, okay, let me do this. And then I figured out a better way to do it, and then let me do that. And I turned it into a 3+ hour live stream last night. But if you want to know how to get started without running the looting path, which you guys know I've covered ad nauseum, and that's this map right here. If you want to start simpler, where you start at the start point, basically you look for the card at spot 1, then you run over to loot spawn spot 2. Then you start working your way towards Gustovia, but up in the woods by the start point, you gather a bunch of sticks and stones, and you make like 20 to 30 stone knives. Then you run down and look for spot 24, the cart above Gustovia, and then you cut across to the chest at spot 25. Now, when you're doing this, if all 4 of these are not there, I would back out of the game and do it again. So you may just want to do this. You may want to start the game, okay? And the second you phase in, before the music even happens, dun, 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 right? Save the game. Okay? Then just run and check these 4 points. One on the map here, 1, 2, 24, and 25. Because then from there, you're just going to run down the hill to Gustovia, and you're going to sell whatever stone knives you've made at that point. You can make some more, and then you're going to start working your way towards Denica, because you want to go get your large pouch and simple large backpack, right? And that gets your carry weight up to 65 kilograms. Then you're effective. Then the key is to become combat effective. And doing that, you want to make some more stone knives and sell those. Get you another 1,500 to 2,000 coins, which let's see, each one sells for 20. So you need to make a bunch, or you got to find stuff along the way to loot and sell. And then you can head over to Lesnica and get you either a longbow, a recurve bow, some iron arrows, a good axe, bronze or iron, and maybe an iron knife. All right. Otherwise, get you an iron crossbow and iron bolts, and then work your way from there. But get yourself a good melee weapon, which is the iron axe. It's a multitasker because it's a melee weapon, and you can cut down trees and eat your lunch just like your old papa, right? And then, you can make stone knives if you want. You don't have to buy a knife. It'll cost you a few hundred coins. Otherwise, yeah. So, and then, if once you've established that these 4 points are on there, the 4 loot spawns, and it's a cart at 1, it's a shovel and a package at 2, it's a crash cart at 24, which will have the 3 vials, a potion of strength, potion of night vision, potion of instant cure, I think, if you get poisoned. And then there'll be a little package with some cherries in it. And then at 25, it'll be another trunk with a couple hundred coins. Another wooden shovel. And what the heck else is in the trunk? I don't know. There's something else in there. All right. So if those 4 things are there, then play it. Start over and play it. But on your way from spot 2 to 24, make you like 20-something stone knives. 20 to 30. Okay? And then have those available. So when you get into Gostovia, you will probably have 1,000 coins. And you need 960 to buy the large pouch and the simple large backpack. That's your first target amount you need is 960 coins. Okay? And then go from there. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I did a live stream on that. I've actually got a short video I'm trying to do and focus just on day 1 because God knows I get carried away and it's like, oh, okay, well, let's go do this. Oh, well, let's go. Next thing, 3 hours have passed. So it's a little more than a bite-sized chunk. Excuse me. So anyway, if you have questions on that, let me know. I mean, I have a whole objectives list here that you want to do on your day 1. You want to check those loot spawns. You want to start the Unigos quest line. Build your skills by gathering dandelions, daisies, broadleaf plantain. Gather sticks and stones to make stone knives. Sell them, run to Denica, buy the stuff, and then grab any loot spawns along the way if you have time, and then work your way over to Lesnica. So, yeah, that's the plan for day 1. So I got all good stuff there, and just trying to do things to help new players out and get you better at the game. All right, let's look at our village here. It is winter, day 1, year 3. All right. Inventory-wise, we are equipped. We got all iron equipment. This is good. We got some potions on us. That's great. We're set for winter. We have an extra water skin. That's because at some point you may come across a quest where someone's asking for a water skin. So basically it's like, okay, I'll take your quest. And then you immediately tap them on the back and say, oh, by the way, here's your water skin. Boom. Quest done. Points gained. Bob's your uncle and all that good stuff. All right. Skill-wise, let's see where we're at. Because it's been a minute since I played this game. We're skill 5 here in extraction. And we're on our way to level 6, which means we'll get 2 additional points to spend. Which means we'll put 1 in mule to up our carrying capacity to 80 kilograms. And then we'll probably do Master of Destruction, which is where you get 50% resources recovered from destroying structures. That, or we may do Force of Nature. We may even get into Woodcutter's Trance or Miner's Trance. Those will probably wait till later, though. I really want to get the point in mule, max out our carrying capacity, and then we'll go from there. We will not put a point in Treasure Hunter. Who cares? You don't dig in clay. I don't dig in clay pits that much, so it's not relevant. Force of Nature is relevant because your axes last longer. Master's Destruction is good when if you have to tear buildings down and then rebuild them. If you want to move your village around, you get half your resources back. Careful Miner is okay. You get extra stuff. That's something I'd probably put a point into later. But again, I think this just applies to you. I don't think this applies to your people. So really, this may be a entry-level kind of skill. And what I mean entry-level is later, once you've got mines up and running, you may well just let your people do all the mining work. You may not do it. I recommend you go do it because you can get the extraction points faster than they can. It builds your technology faster than they can. And Careful Miner would be relevant because then you get extra resources from deposits. Right? Does that make sense? Excavation Master would be good. Anything to lower your stamina consumption. Faster tree cutting is not bad. Miner's Trance is faster mining and digging. So, yeah. There's some good stuff here. Treasure Hunter to me is irrelevant. You know, that's one with the earth is slower durability loss of pickaxes and shovels. So, do what you will with that. We are really close on hunting. So we'll do us a little hunting while we're running around. And we will go up to level 6 here and get 2 points to allocate. In which case, we will probably need to go ahead and put the 3rd point in the hunting knowledge to get that up to 15%. And then we'll have an option on whether to go with steady hand for 50% steadier aiming of ranged weapons. I'm pretty solid with where we're at right now with the crossbow, because remember, the difference between a crossbow and a regular bow, which is the bow, longbow, and recurve bow. You burn stamina when you are drawn with those weapons. Okay? The crossbow, you burn stamina when you draw the weapon, but then that's it. You can aim down sight ADS. You can ADS with the crossbow all day and not have any problems, no stamina drain. Okay, so there it just becomes a steady hand issue. Lock and load becomes relevant because you draw faster. Now that applies to both the bow and crossbow, but strong arm is slower stamina consumption during aiming is only applicable to a bow, longbow, or recurve bow. It is not applied to the crossbow. So keep that in mind. Trapping master is not something we'll mess with. Careful hunter, maybe. Predator, maybe. Prowler, these are, to me, steady hand is better. Experienced hunter is better. Lock and load is better. Okay, so that's where I'm apt to put my points, and you've got to have tracker. All right, farming. We're closing in on level 8, which will be 2 points to allocate. In which case we will probably look to start getting up for our mount. So we'll do village whistleblower and maybe skilled rider. We've already got a tier 3 skill unlocked here with farmer's trance, so we could do night riders, faster riding. I'd rather have the animal go further, so less stamina consumption to me is probably smart, but either way. The way I handle riding a horse in the game may be very different from how you do it or how others do it, in that I don't tend to take the horse into a threat environment. So if I know there's wolves ahead or animals ahead, or I see an enemy camp, I'll stop, back the animal out of range so it doesn't get attacked, and then I'll go in and engage, or I'll seek a different path around to avoid the conflict situation altogether and protect them out. All right, diplomacy. We have a long way to go to get to tier 7, so lots of more flirting coming in that regard. Survival we're maxed out, and production we're maxed out, so we're all good there. In the journal, Dynasty, we're still looking to just have a wife and an heir. We got that. We'll eventually get there. Unigos story, we just got to talk to him, and then his story's over. We're done with him. All right, so we've already walked through that entire process. In the management here, we've got 15 workers. All of them are at 51 or higher in happiness. A number of them have at least one tier 4 skill. In some cases, like Barnum here, we're working on getting him get that 1 out of there. And let's see, does anybody have 2 1s? Leonardo has 2 1s. She's the only person in the village with 2 1s on their resume, but she's got 4 3s. So we're looking at keeping her, and we're looking to actually get her survival skill up in the fishing, doing fishing. And then once we get markets open, we can put her in the market. She'll get that up quickly too. So that'll make her a full-fledged just BA character. Leopolda is awesome. I think that was our unicorn. And she had 5 3s and 1 2. And we've gotten her up to a 3 in production. She's about to go up to a 4 in that regard. And everyone's getting happier because we just had something occur that we've made people happier. And I don't remember what it is. But there was some event thing. It had something to do with money. And like some rich dude lost their coin purse or something. And we found that, and we could have returned it to them. We could have kept it for ourselves, or we could have spread it through the village, and I spread it through the village. Excuse me. So that made everybody happier. So that's good. All right, real quick, let's get through technology, building technology. We're up to woodshed 2. We're closing in on the mine. We got to do that by extracting activities and building structures. We're going to continue working on building houses and whatnot. Survival technology, we're closing on fishing hut 2, which will open up a second work position at our fishing hut and then unlock a little bit of stuff. Okay, big deal. Farming technology is looking good. We are all the way past the stable and the fold. We've got some sheep now. So once they grow up, because I don't buy mature animals, I just buy the babies, and then because they're half the cost, and then let them do their thing, they'll grow up, and you'll get there. It's just to do more work initially. If you buy the adults, they're going to eat more. Then you're going to have to probably assign someone to the pens, to go and do the daily work required. I wish they would change this so that you could just have like 1 or 2 farm workers that would go from pen to pen to pen instead of them being assigned to the chicken coop or to the goose house or to the fold or to the stable. You know what I'm saying? They just go around and clean the manure, gather the eggs, gather wool, whatever, and work through the process. You can do it more efficiently yourself, but you'd rather be doing other things. So we'll probably wind up with like 1 day out of the month, or we'll probably take an overnight period, maybe, where we're actually taking care of all the animals. The problem is, like the chickens and stuff, it becomes a daily deal. So, not a big fan, but we'll see. When we get to the cow shed, though, oh, we got goats too. We have chickens, geese, sheep, goats, and pigs now. So I got to find a place to build the stable if I want to get a horse. I don't know if we're going to do donkeys. We'll see. And then you get down to the apiary. The cow shed is next. Then we'll be able to get milk, we can get milk from the goats, but I think the cows give you much more. And then we'll be able to make cheese more efficiently. Finally, production technology. We're closing in on the market stall here. We have 2,000 points. We need 2,500. And this is from crafting and cooking, which we love doing. And our people do that too. So we'll get that unlocked. And then it goes to Workshop 3 and Smithy 3, which the critical thing there is you open up all the iron tools and weapons. Sewing hut opens up the rest of the cool stuff there. But then you get to the tavern. That's way down the road. We got a long way to go for that. All right, enough foo-fooing around. Let's look in and see what's up with Rasimir and the gang. Let's put the axe down. Hello, ladies. Who are we looking at here?
Hail, friend.
Hey. Busy bee. All right, she's a busy bee. We're at 100% affection. Let's hit this. +3. I don't approve of fantasies, but I'm glad to be the guest in this one. How are you doing, beautiful? See, we could propose to her because we're at 100% affection. I don't really want to do that, though. I want to keep working the flirting. When you're not around, I feel incomplete. I'm afraid I know that feeling as well. Okay, that's good. We got a little bit.
Goodbye.
Go ahead. Goodbye. Okay, so what we need to look at is our housing situation real quick. Management. We have 16 houses for 16 people. So we need to build some more houses. Yep. In case we need more people. Like I say, my doctrine in the game is always have one more house than you have people, right? So we come up here, we got our little fire pit, there's the kitchen, here's our little public bath set up now, which is cool, right? So if you're doity, which we're not, you can go in there and get cleaned up. Super cool. Whoa, hello. What's up, Edbert? Let's go check on the farm here real quick. I don't anticipate anything's going to be fully grown yet. The chickens... Oh, I take that back. The chickens are matured. Hooray. There's Bunty. All right, so here we go. The ladies are in here. Here's Rocky, Ginger, Babs, Mac, and Bunty is out here in the snow playing around. The babies are over here. And that's... we haven't named them yet. So there's 3 chicks and a rooster. That's the rooster's Foghorn Leghorn. Oh, Foghorn's grown up. So it's going to take another season or so for the chicks to mature. All right. Now we come over here, and this is the sheep pen here, and we've got Lamb Chop and Dakota. Over here is the goose pen, and we got let's see. So we got the male gosling. Yeah. Let's name them real quick. All right, to name your animals, go to management, click on the animals, then you pick which one you want. Right here, geese, gosling. We're going to custom name. Name him Maverick. And then the female, we're going to name Penny. And if you know what I'm doing there, that's from Top Gun Maverick. Actually, it's originally from the original Top Gun, but you had to be paying attention or you had to have seen it, where there are 2 references made to Penny Benjamin, the Admiral's daughter that Maverick was hitting on, and that's the character Jennifer Connelly plays in Top Gun Maverick. All right, So now we got names for our geese, our pigs. Oh, we don't have names for our pigs. So we need some names for our pigs. Go ahead and give me some suggestions on that. We could do George and Gracie. The sheep, we got Dakota and Lamb Chop. Now the goats, I have to come up with some names for the wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's see. We're going to name the male goat Tom. Why? Because Tom Brady, the goat. So now we got to have female goats, right? So what we need some female goat names. Who were the greatest ever in a particular field or something? I mean, you say Dolly. Dolly seems like a sheep name, but I've already named the sheep. Because there's Dolly the sheep. She was like a test tube or some kind of like scientific experimental sheep. So we need female goats. I'm thinking like a country singer, like Dolly Parton, except we're talking about Dolly being the name of a sheep. So Loretta, sure, why not? And then goatling female. What would be maybe an actress? Wouldn't say Julia Roberts. Catherine? Like Catherine Hepburn? Who's the greatest female actress ever? Somebody help me out here. Chat. I think that's Catherine. So we'll go with that. Sure. Yeah. Dakota and Lamb Chop. We got pigs. We'll do George and Gracie. Right? Piglet? Yeah. And this is, we've done this before. I did this in season 1. In part because George Burns and Gracie Allen, right? But also George and Gracie are the whales in Star Trek 4. So there we go. All right, there's a, and then we got geese here. There's Loretta, and there's Catherine, and then somewhere around here is Tom Brady, the goat. There he is. What's up, Tom? And then we got all the food here. We should have extra. Well, we don't just yet. We do have plenty of extra food. And we can make some more. And there's Gracie the pig. We do have 2 pig deals. We eventually... Oh, they're down here right now. All right, there's George. What's up, George? George of the jungle. All right, so he's got animal feed in there. And as we get animal feed, we'll throw it into those... bags, the sacks. Let's see if we actually have something to get real quick. We'll go to management. We're going to go into our buildings, storages, resource storage. Click on this. Animal feed, 11. That's not a lot. We'll leave that there. Everybody should be good to go for a bit. I've got all their food troughs filled up. So they should be set for a bit. All right, so then we need to figure out where we're going to build some houses. A house or 2. And I had a thought of maybe doing this over here-ish. Oh my gosh. We want to put a farmer type that works this area over here. Anyway, I want to keep these here. Oh, that's right. Oh, well, I was thinking about putting the stable down here too. And then I also had a thought on putting just a series of houses down this way. Grab some of these stones here. Not that we need them, but I'll have them available for the house. We'll just gather them all together and lay them on the ground. So then we'll have them available, and that will be a smart idea. Yeah, because we got all this space here. Man, I was thinking about putting a stable kind of in this area, I almost feel like it should be in a flatter spot, which would mean putting it down closer to the water. But I don't know. If you guys have a thought on that, feel free to chime in. Your thoughts are welcome. Oh, I see a stone over here. Boink. And another one there. I don't want the steak. I just want the stones. What was that? I didn't even see a stick there, but there was a stick there apparently. Okay, whatever. All right, so there's a bunch of stones. Let's just cruise down here because I saw a bunch of more. That's all right. Let's see here. Stone. $39, $40, $41. A few more over here. We'll get about 50. Go lay those out. You need about 75, I think. 75 to 78 is a pretty good, because usually the houses take about, the simple small houses take about 68 stones. That's a stick. All right, here's a few more stones. Boom, 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 boom. And 54. Give me a couple more here. Give me a couple more here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 66. Okay, that's cool. That'll do. So yeah, so we've got some nice, I really am just trying to keep a few trees in the area because I think it makes it look nicer. So we'll come over here and we'll just drop all these stones right chaw. Hopefully they don't fall on our foot. That's a lot of stones. Boink. Whew, that was close. All right, cool. And then we have just boop, boop, boop. Grab some of those steak. We're not going to need the steak. We'll throw those into avoid the nice stuff standing up there. Everybody's working away, which is great. Let's give a quick check. Of course, we've got 600 stones sitting right there on the right. Okay, so animal feed's coming up. We got bronze axes to allocate around, pickaxe, we got hammers, plenty of bronze bars, clay vases, lots of copper ore, got lots of fertilizer, firewood. That number seems a little low. That number seems a little bit low. So here's the question. Do we need to reallocate some personnel? Extraction. All right, woodshed. We have one person working the woodshed right now. Farming. Here's where we need, aha. They are not going to be doing anything right now. So let's look at Ildefonsa. Okay, she's a farmer. Oh, no, she's only a 1 in extraction, which actually is okay. Who's the other one that's working in a farmer and farmer? Okay, so Miro. So we double click on the farm shed. It brings up all of the workplaces. And then it shows you what her skills are relative to. She's not good at excavation, but guess what? We're going to put her in excavation, all right? We're going to put her in woodshed 2. B. Oh, woodshed. It's a woodshed 2. This is B. There's A and B. Okay, there was a first one and a second one. So we have 4 jobs available. We're going to put her in that. That's going to make her less happy. She'll get over it, and her skill will come up. Then that leaves Miro. Now, I'm not sure how our barn workers are doing right now, so let's take a quick look at them. We have them working animal feed, poppy seeds, wheat grain, turning that into flour, and then making daub. So the question is, what do we have? They have rye grain and oat grain. Okay. And they're taking that with straw to make animal feed. Poppy seeds, that's at the workbench. Flour, daub, okay, okay. So these are the materials they're using, all the stuff that's indicated in red. And then the green stuff is the stuff they're producing with it. See how they get poppy 46.9 negative, but poppy seed 46.9 positive. Okay. I guess I could move her over there. Unless she's working something in the fields. If she's sweeping, it looks like she's sweeping. She's not doing anything. So the question then becomes, okay, if we hit I, we go to management, where do our fields stand? All right, so flax fields 1, 2, and 3 look like they're fertilized and ready to go. 4, 5, and 6 are planted with rye. Those will harvest in the spring. Then we'll switch out 4 and 5 for beetroot, which will harvest in the fall, and oat and 6, which will harvest in the fall. Field 8 is poppy. That's fertilized. Field 9 is onion. That's fertilized. Field 10 is cabbage, which is fertilized. That's right. It's a 9 by. These two are 9 by 6 fields. 8 and 10 are 9 by 6. The rest are 10 by 6. So that just leaves field 7, which we did not plant with rye. So what we can do here, see how it says unfertilized? We can get her busy. So what we're going to do is set this up for wheat in the spring. Okay. So I'm going to double click on the wheat, and then that will let me do this. Okay. Now I'm going to hit H to stop edit. Well, I'm going to click on it. And then we'll hit escape, and we're going to accept the change. So now what she'll do is she'll stop what she's doing, and watch. She's going to put the broom down, get a bag, go get some fertilizer. She's going to stop what she's doing. Miro.
Hello there.
Hey. Busy bee. Think about, oh, we already talked to her today.
See you soon.
All right, good. Now, don't pull it. No, wait, hold on. Do you not have bags? You have bags. Now, I know there's no fertilizer here, but, I mean, it's in resource storage, so you can use it. Not liking that. Let's, real quick, grab this stick, because that just looks ugly laying there. And we'll actually haul some of, because sometimes we do the work ourselves. It's easier to have, let's see, how much of this can I carry? That's 2 fields worth. Sure, that'll work. Oh, that's perfect. All right. I don't like to use the word perfect too much because rarely are things actually perfect. But we were actually less than a kilogram under our max weight. So that's pretty perfect. All right. Boom. So now, there's that. There's bat. Are you giggy? Dibby. Get busy. Are you not going to get busy? I can put you in the barn. Oh, here she goes. She's going to get busy now. She's going to walk and go do something. Hooray. All right, good show. We got that figured out. All right, it's 12:28, gang. Should we go looking for trouble? We do need to plan on where to put a... Yeah, let's figure out where we want to put a house first. And then there are also some quests here, there, and everywhere, like all across the top and in Denica. We're not going to Gustovia because we know that's Alwyn, and we don't want to deal with Alwyn because he's a pain in the butt. So where do we want to put houses? Do I have a hammer in hand? I do not. I don't think I do. I do not. We don't need a hammer to... We do need a hammer if we want to tear down something we lay out. And here's another steak, another steak, another steak, another stone. There's a whole bunch of crap laying around. No. Makes the village look bad. Okay, that's decent. And then I'm sure there's upgrades to the houses we can do. Add more insulation would be great. Let's see here. How many sticks do we have in storage here? So we have lots of tools and we have resources. We got logs. Now, see how we have a ton of, we have 6,000 kilograms of capacity. So we're finding capacity. We got over 2,500 available. In stones, we've actually knocked the number down. If you need to make space in your storage, this is a smart way to do it. So this is what we've done already. All right. So we're going to grab 200 stones. We are not going to be able to move when we do. See? All right. What we can do is turn. All right. So then we're just going to drop the 200 stones right here. How did I wind up with 204? Oh, because I had 4 on me. All right. That's okay. We do X, E, and we're going to back it down to 200. Boink. Okay. Boom. That just took 200 kilograms out of storage. You see how that works? We'll throw 4 more back in there. All right. So that now, if you want to take some more weight out, because logs weigh a lot, I've shown you this before, but I'll show you again. Let's take out, not 63, not 40. 25 will work. Yeah, that barely puts us overweight. All right. Climb up on this thing. Okay. Then open your inventory. And go over here and do XEF. Boink. There you go. Throw some logs over there. Now remember, if it's not in this chest, your people cannot access it. This is basically for you to access and use. Okay. So we want to build a house, we'll come grab one of these, or we could grab, and then if the inventory gets a little light, we can just, we can come throw some of this back in the inventory. All right. But that's how you keep your inventory down. First off is sell stuff. Second, you can allocate it out to the workplaces, like all these bronze axes. Okay. If I grab those, oh wait, while I'm here, not that, E. Bronze pickaxes, boom. Bronze knives. Okay. Let's grab all the buckets. Okay. So now, is allocating stuff out to your various production buildings is a way to lighten your load in your storage buildings. And early game, that's important. So there's only 2 bronze axes here. Now there's 4. Okay, boom. Right here in the excavation shed, extraction, whatever you call it, F-E-F, bronze pickaxes, there's 10. Okay. And then, did I get bronze knives? I did not. I got buckets. All right, so buckets, we'll just go right here. REF, we'll fill up the buckets. We'll go put those in food storage, and boom, that'll be done. Could have grabbed a drink of water while we were there, but we didn't. That's okay. So the question is, where do we want to put our new houses? I need a hammer for this. Not that I'm going to build the house right now. I just want to plot out where we're going to... We need to build the house. All right, let's grab this one, and let's grab one here. One extra. All right. And then we'll assign that to our typical slot 5. All right. So we've got some houses on this side, which is mainly people working production. Houses over here are designated for farmers. This space right here is in case we need another resource storage building. And then this space right here is designated for an additional food storage building and possibly a second kitchen. I had never noticed the smoke coming out of the chimney. That's super cool. Like that. That's pretty neat. Right. So we have built a couple of houses down here. We do need to improve these houses with some shutters. That will make them warmer, and that will make the inhabitants more happy. We could add an additional house down here. If we do that, we have to cut down that tree and that tree. And I don't think I want to do that. I kind of like things being set back a little bit off the path, and we can put our markets down there. So, where are we going to put the houses, A-Train? Well, that's a good question. I think we could put a couple of farmers in houses over here-ish. Let me see. I think I may have plotted out where I want to put one. We can't put one there. This is going to be a location for a new farm shed and maybe a location for another fire pit thingy. And if we put people over here, that puts them way away from the village. But I think they'd get over it. Problem is, well, it's not a big problem. There's piles of rocks right there you can't get rid of. So if we face west, boink, 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 and scooch this way, scooch this way, scooch this way. I think we're too close to trees. Yeah, we can't. We'd have to cut the trees down to fit a house in there. So that's not cool. Oh, wait a minute. Did I leave room for a house right here? Was that what my plan was? Because the farm shed's right there. And what happens is people will tell you want your farmer's houses near the farm shed, and you want that near the fields, right? Well, yes, you do. Well, this puts it right in between. I think if we get rid of that tree and maybe that tree, it would fit here. What that does is the people, when they wake up in the morning between like 6:30 and 7, they go hang out at the fire pit. And then they go to work at 8 o'clock. Well, work is right next door to the fire pit, huh? Huh? Boom. Yeah, that's how that works. Ah, here's a perfectly good place to put houses right over here. Let's maybe keep these trees together. Let's grab that. Or we could just build the house over, where I was kind of cleaning stuff up earlier. Here's a spot right here, though. I feel like this is going to be real good. Put one over here. Did I just grab that off the... I did? What a dork. That's like stone 100%. Wait a minute. Stone doesn't look that way unless you've touched it. There. Just to mark the edge of the field. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this will work right here. So we'll do a new house face west. Boink, boink, boink. And we'll face west, and then we'll back up. We'll look down. I think this house is in my way. It's in my butt. Okay, that's actually not bad. Let me just get over here as close as I can. See, if we get to the path, I don't want it to be right underneath the tree is the problem. But those are spruce trees, so they don't have like the spread and sprawl of the maples. That'll do. Right there. That looks good. Yeah, that tree's out of the way. And then we'll probably have room for another one right over here. So, yeah. We need... let's get 10 stone together real quick, and then we'll go grab what we need to... Hello? We'll just get the foundation done. We'll get some logs. We'll get all the building materials we need. Love the sound. Oh, well, whoops. All right, we got an extra stone. That's okay. Let's knock this out. Okay, cool. Now we need 8 logs, and we need, I mean, really, we're going to need like 24 total. And let's grab that. Let's grab this. I just hate a mess in the village, and it's always a mess in between. It'd be great if people working in your, like, whatever, You could just have them pick up stuff around the village. Hey, we're doing a village cleanup today. Okay. And, you know, everybody picks up sticks and stones like this. There's 10 stones. I know, it's kind of dumb that I'm picking up all these stones when I've got literally hundreds of them. Okay. Alright, so let's dump the steak. I forgot to check again. And we got 400 steak. Alright, so what we need is a stack of logs. And we'll get 24. And we're heavy because we've got 20 stones on it, so that's okay. We'll make it work. Slow pokey, make our way over there. And we're going to need something to eat. We're going to need something to drink. And what we do here now is there's a couple ways to do this, because once you get your builder's buff, your builder's trance going, all right, you don't really want to stop. All right, so we can drop the stones. Okay, but we're going to need like another 40 something of them. So here we're going to drop the logs. We're going to go get our stones, and then we're going to go get our planks that we need. And let's see. Okay, transfer that. So I think we're going to need, we need 48 planks. And then we're going to need another 40 something stones, which is going to put us way overweight. So we'll probably have to make this in 2 trips. Because we want to get our, you want to, in situations, especially with, you know, building the stone houses, and when, oh, you know what, there's a ton of stones right there, so I think we're going to go get those. All right, so we're going to drop our resources right here, what we need for our construction project. Boom. Okay, and then we're going to drop the stones here. That's 50. Let's go grab another dozen, 18 or so. I know I saw a bunch of them right over here. Try to just focus on stone. There we go. Yep. I didn't want the steak. That's okay. We'll take the steak for a second. Boom, boom. There's 10, 11, 12. I feel like we need like 18. 66 to 68 plus, what was it, 10 or 12 for the foundation is typically what you need. That's probably enough right there. Yeah, because we already had 50, right? It just depends on how you configure the house, okay, with the number of doors and windows. That's part of the issue. All right, so yeah, let's grab the stones. Now, of course, we're overweight. No big deal. We're going to drop the stones right in the middle of the floor. Okay? So everything's sitting here now. All right? So now, here's the only part that's going to be slow is once we get the framing built, then we've got to change all the walls up. All right? So now, wall to wall door, we're going to go stone door. Here we're going to go stone window. Here we're going to do stone wall. Here we're going to do stone wall. Here we're going to do stone window. Here it's going to be stone wall. Here it's going to be stone window. Here stone wall. And here stone wall. And then here stone wall. See, we lost our little buff. That's okay. All right. And then for the roof, we got to get over here and we're going to change it to wood tile. All right. I suggest you build all your houses after you built Razumir's house. All right. Don't build any more houses until you built a bunch of your village buildings, because then you'll be able to build the woodcutter shed, put your first villager to work in there, or do it yourself and make yourself a bunch of planks. Okay. And now I've got a ton of weight on me. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, I know I can do this. Hang on. All right, so I'm going to grab this. We're way overloaded. First off, let's do this. 1, 2. Okay. Now, this is kind of stupid. I just did this wrong. I shouldn't have done this way. All right, so let me move over here and put the planks back down, because we're going to lose the buff. All right, so we're going to put the planks down, okay, and we're going to grab the stone. Now, we can't move, but we can see it. Now we're watching that clock at the bottom left. The green one, that's our builder's trance, all right? See how it's changing? Now this hammer's going to break here in a second. You just got to be basically in the middle of the room. All right, keep going. Because once you activate the builder trance, you only have like 60 seconds. So you don't want to have to run that time out by running back and forth to storage to get crap. That's why you bring it all out first. Get it all gathered together. All right. Then you're building super fast. Also, make sure you're aiming. Now we can take a second to catch our breath. Because we got like a minute. All right, so there we're good. Now we can get back at it. This house is going to be done here in like a minute and 45 seconds. And you want to do the simple stuff first. All right, so there's all that. Now we need that. Nope, we need that. Okay. Whoa, I don't have logs? Oh, the hell you say. All right, we have an option here. All right, so see how I came up 2 logs short for some dumb reason. Each wall with a door or window is 2 logs, and each solid wall is only 1. All right, so this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, and then 2 for the attic. So that's 16, plus we needed 1 for each roof section. That's 20. Now, all I'm going to do is run over and grab 4 more logs for the roof. Okay. Whoops, we're not there yet. Just go grab the 4 more logs I need. Actually, I'm going to get a drink of water while we're here too. And then we'll be able to finish this up. Now, I used the time while we had the buff going for the builder trance to go ahead and do a couple of sections of roof, because now when we go back, all we've got to do is boom, boom, 2 hits with the hammer, and then we'll be at stage 2 of the buff. You see what I'm saying? So what you do is you set yourself up to reactivate the buff very quickly. All right, boom. So there's stage 1. There's stage 2. And now, as soon as we knock this out, which won't be quite as quick as stage 3, but it'll be quicker than no stages. The hell was that? Okay, so hang on just a second. I think I heard someone knock on my door. Hold, please. I'm sorry?
Get a package from Amazon.
No, I haven't done anything. What you want?
I'm in 2014.
Right. Yeah, I know. Have you been there for a while? Or
Yeah, I think
it's
you do.
just been a while since we've seen each other, man. How you
What's
doing?
up, man? How you doing? I know you would have
I'm Adam,
delivered
by
all
the way.
that. I'm David.
David, man, it's a pleasure.
So I don't know
You
what they
smell
put
that.
in
That's good stuff.
Your pay was
What you got?
your pay was delivered handed directly to a resident. This was. I ain't tell them where it was.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, I
no.
know. Yeah.
No, they hadn't brought anything over.
All right. Thanks, man. Let me
All right, I hope you track it down, bud.
All right, man.
Hey, have a happy Thanksgiving.
You as well, man.
All right, take care. Okay, we did. So the story there is my apartment complex is what used to be two separate complexes. So basically, there's two sets of all the different unit numbers. And so I'm on the B side, and that was David, who's on the A side in the same apartment as mine. And he's had stuff delivered to him from me, and I guess he thought I had, something got delivered to me from him. And what had happened was an Amazon driver was lazy and screwed something up, so he didn't get his stuff. And that sucks. I know stuff's been delivered to other apartments around here, and the Amazon drivers don't seem to care too much. Okay, so now we have a spare house, which is all cool and neat in a neat and cool sort of way, and there's steak everywhere. It's a mess. So, and again, I'm trying to keep this space up here, although we could put some houses up here, but we got room for houses down there and then houses up here. These are primarily going to be farmer houses. Although if I do put a house over here, I'll put like the animal keeper in that house. But what we can do is we can go, whoops, bip, 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 boom. What we can do, since we got this perfectly good hammer, is maybe go insulate some houses for some people. Huh? Would that be nice? That'd be nice. All right, so let me check my weight real quick. I could eat a little bit. The potions aren't going to hurt. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of the stones and the steak. That'll lighten us up. We're at 16 kilos. All right, so let me eat real quick because we're heavy. Well, I took care of that. We're still hungry. I'll take care of food later. All right. So what we need is about 68 limestone. That seems like a fair number. And I know it's close. We're going to go down here and we're going to work this area down here real quick. And I notice I still haven't done my house. So whose house is this? This is Barnum. Barnum's he's the new guy. New guy doesn't get the good treatment yet. That's my house. So I haven't taken care of me yet. This is Mira's or Ildefonsa's house. Okay. So what I'm going to do is right click and go to add insulation. Now, it'd probably be easier to do this inside, even though she's sweeping. Hi. So we're going to do the upper gables here. I think these are gables. And now we've got tier 3 on our build thing. And we see basically stand in the middle of the room. She's like, I'm not standing here while you're hammering away. I'm like, yeah, but you're going to like the fact that your home is insulated now. And then, boom. And that leaves this one. There you go. All right, your house is all done. Aren't you happy? Good. You're welcome. All right, so now if we turn this off, and we go here and go to our management, we'll see Ildefonsa. Boink. She's getting happier. Hooray. Oh, she's the one we just put in the lumberjack position too. Yeah, so she's the least happy of the crew, but now she's going to be much happier. In fact, because I put her in a bad position, I'm a nice guy. I'm a reasonable guy. You know what? I may have a couple of limestone. Oops, nope, that's not what I want. Oh yeah, I got 4. Now, why did I do that on that wall? Because that section, the gables, will take 4 each. Now that one will only take 4 each. So we'll just do 4, 4, 4, and then we'll be on tier 3 of the builder buff thingy. Okay? So that makes it more efficient to activate the buff. All right. So she's got 3 windows, I think. So to handle 3 windows, we need 6 logs. And we need 18 planks. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get... All right, yeah, we're barely overweight. This is good. This is more efficient. Because we'll do 2 houses at a time here. Because it looks like I haven't done this house yet. So we'll do Ildefonso's house. See, typically when I got houses wall to wall like this, I don't put a window there. So what we do is hit E, boink, boink, done. And over here, go E, boink, boink, done. And it should have a window here, E, boink, boink, done. All right, our house is set. Rugs will be the next upgrade I do to people's houses. So this, I think, is one of our senior dwellers. And maybe there's a window. Oh, nope, just 2 windows there. That's nice. All right, so that means this window here is going to get decorated. Boom. All right, cool. Who's in this house? Is it with the G name? Nope. Edbert. Oh, Edbert's fairly new. All right. Who's over here? Bygost. Got all the dudes around me. What's up with that? Who's this? Posnant. Whoa, we seriously got this place segregated. There's Rosalinda. Rosalinda's our senior. She's the eldest in the community here. All right. So that... Come here. Clean this place up a little bit. Oh, you know something we can do? Oh, I know something we could do. I wonder if it'll appear back next year. There's cooking we could do too. All right, let's put the steaks up. And then we can get another load of Talk Show Tea. Hello, howdy, howdy. How are you? How's your weekend going? Limestone. Yeah. 60. Let's go 66. This will help lighten up the load in our storage as well. But this is why you get that excavation hut up and going sooner rather than later as well. Once you... Oh, wait. We're doing... we don't have to, so screw that hippie. Once you are going and clearing the mines or the caves yourself, right? You want to have a resource storage building outside them so you can collect the ore and you can collect the salt if you really want to. You probably sell it. Salted meat just doesn't do a whole lot for me. It keeps longer, but it dehydrates you at the same time that it feeds you, right? So to me, that's a little counterproductive. But the benefit is you can gather the stone that you get from the mine as well, the cave, and put that in your resource storage. And that's why we wind up with 1,000 stones. We got 800 stones just sitting on the floor of our resource storage, right? So if I click on this and go look at our inventory and scroll down here, we got 510 stones, which means we actually have 1,110 stones. Okay? So I don't need my extraction workers in the excavation hut gathering stone. They can focus on limestone and clay. So the key there is to get them gathering. You'll want them to gather stone initially. To me, this is the second job you fill in a new village. First is the woodshed. You have them gather logs and make planks. Then you don't have to do so much work. That's the skeleton of a house and the roof of a house. Then you need stone to build the walls of the house. All right? So that's why you get your first 2 villagers working in those 2 jobs. You can gather food in 10 seconds, air quotes, 10 seconds, to feed 2 people. You can get the water for them. You can go kill a couple of deer. You can cook the meat. You can get some cabbage. You can handle a small field or 2 yourself. All right. Early game, you should be doing all that willy foo-foo stuff yourself to build your own skills, and because you want the people you bring in to be gathering the materials you need to build the village. All right. Especially with the tree cutting, because then you don't have to go clear cut the forest. That makes sense? All right. So it makes it a lot nicer if you don't have to do that. All right. So we're going to right click. We're going to insulation. And see how he's 66 now? I'm not going to bust into his house right now. We could. We're going to start up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That triggers tier 1 of builder trance. We did 6 there, and then we're going to do 4 more up here. That's tier 2. Technically, we should have done this first because that would have gotten us up. Now we're good. Now we're at full steam. Too sweet to be sour. Too nice to be mean. I'm sure everybody loves the fact that I'm pounding on the walls at 1 o'clock in the morning. Which would kind of be a cool dynamic if they added that into the game. They come out, what are you doing? And then they get pissed off at you or something. All right, so this house needs 2 more shutters. Okay. So we're all set. They're good to go. I think we're out of limestone. Now, if we're not, oh, we got 2 left. Now that we're not, we're actually going to run over here and we're going to put not 2 there, put 2 there. All right, so see how you got your night watchman? What's the purpose of a night watchman if there's no purpose for a night watchman? You see what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm laying down here? It would make sense if there were a reason for them. Keep foxes away from the chickens or something, or you know, alert you to bandits in the area. Okay, that would make sense to me. All right.
Oh.
Hey, dude, watch where you're going with that fire stick. There's tier 2, and then we'll just do whoop dip bip bip. Simple small houses will. You know something, I have to investigate if people are happy or the base happiness is higher if they're in a bigger house. I don't know if that, you know, I don't know if that's the case. And to me, it's smarter to just build the simple small houses. First, they take less resources. Second, they're available at the beginning of the game. Whoops. Third, there's room for a man, a wife, and a baby. Okay? So that's all you really need as far as I'm concerned. If you want to create baby-making families, then maybe you build the second-tier size houses. That would make sense. Let's see. We know we've got, so we need, there's 1, there's 2, so that's the 1 house. There's 3, 4, 5. So we need 30 planks. So this should allow us to do the windows, although I think I did them on that house already. We can do another house. Yeah, I already did the house. I did the house. So we just got to do this house. Which... Am I missing something here? There we go. We got to go to build mode. Click, click. Boom. Go to the back side. Typically, I like having 3 windows in the house, although this is an oddity in that I have them on the same wall. That's kind of rare. But that's so they have a view of the lake. Hey, hey, hey. And then here, boom, boom, and here, boom, boom. All right. So that house needs one more. Oh no, it doesn't. It's got shutters. So that house is done as far as shutters goes. Now so we need to add some more limestone. What time is it? Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So let's go like 66 more limestone. And then maybe we'll cook some stuff, and then we'll run to Gostovia in the morning, and oh, I already did the house. Oops, dork. Okay, there's that one. There's tier 1. So we're going to the easiest jobs first. All you gotta do is complete the job. Okay, so that section's complete. That's tier 2. Then we're gonna do a 6. Boom. Now we're at tier 3. Remember, you don't want to just be whacking away at walls and stuff. That'll wear out your equipment faster. Boom. All right, that house is done. So now if we look at our people, you see a bunch of them are getting happier. See, now we're at 72% on Iwana, 71% on Mary, Mary, why you bugging? What could get a little technical here, although I guess we could ask them what their strong point is, is trying to remember where she's Simple House Barn 3. Okay. So we're going to go take care of her house real quick. Simple House Barn 3. We'll get her above 60% happiness. Sure. Barn 3 is over here next to the barn. Imagine that. That's the name. So I think this is her right here. I think it goes, this is 2, this is 3, this is barn 2. How's that barn 2? I have them mislabeled. We need to fix that. All right, so what we're going to do is go to houses. And we're going to custom name this to barn 03. Actually, nah. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with the 0. Whoops, it didn't take a 0. Oh, well, okay. Custom name barn 2. See if that fixed it. There's barn 3. Okay. So what that means is this is her house down here. This is, oh, that's Canuta. That's not the one we wanted. It's not the droid we're looking for. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm doing. The heck do you think I'm doing? This is what I'm doing. Okay, there's 1. Run to the other gable. 2, and then we'll start here and go. Oh, we're dirty. The key is you want to have tier 3 of your builder trance up and running by the time you get to these bigger walls that take extra hits. See, I turned away real quick because I didn't want to make that extra hit. All right. That means their house is insulated. Do we have stuff on board to do? We do not. Oh, we have 10 limestone. Okay, well, let's go put that on this house. Ah, I didn't finish either. So now I could just stand here, though, and very quickly activate with, 2 hits here, 2 hits here, 4 hits there, boom, done. Right? Wonder Twin powers activate and stuff. All right, what time is it? Oh, you know what? It's bath time. Dude, stay on my way. Dang it, dude. Did you have to come in here and bother me? I mean, I appreciate you holding the torch so I can see what I'm doing, but you don't need to be in here. Okay, we're all cleaned up. Now we need something to eat. Let's see what we got in here. What are we doing food-wise for people? We got some flatbread with onion adding up, which is good. We have some pottage. And we got soup. Oh, yeah, we switched over to soup production because we have beetroot now. So beetroot's the highest on the thing. You know what? Let's take that, and that. Okay, and then we're just going to eat these ourselves. Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh, we're almost full. Okay. Well, we'll hold on to those, and we'll get some more. What do we want to get here? Cabbage we're leaving. So remember, all right, so we harvested cabbage in the summer, right? Or in the fall. And we harvested beetroot in the fall. Plus we gathered all the mushrooms in the fall, right? Okay. This number coming down is fine until you get below like 30%. Then the food is poisonous and it will make you sick. But you can cook with it and then it will become a dish, which flatbread with onion is a dish. Say the onions are below 50%. Okay. Flatbread with onion is at 100%. Okay. The meat's at 87.5. Okay. This pottage has been around for a bit. All right. The mushrooms are at 87.5. If we make mushroom soup, it'll be at 100%. Okay. So that's how you, that still didn't accomplish what I came here to do. Dried meat, 20. Sure. Let's take some of this. And we'll take a couple of cabbage too. And eat a cabbage. That puts us close. That gets us there. Okay, cool beaners. All right. So, it's getting to be close to dawn. So what I'm thinking is, we know this is a new season, so I know everybody's got money. So we could make some pottage. What do we need? Technology, and this is in the crafting. We got 2014 points. We gotta get to 2,500. Let's put the hammer down. Not like Thor putting the hammer down. All right. Let's see how many wooden bowls we have. 123. I'm gonna take 100 of those. And then if I hadn't shown you this before, I'm going to show you again. Let's check down here real quick. This is about using the weight to your advantage. Okay. So to make pottage, it's a 1, 2, 3. 1 wooden bowl, 2 cabbage, 3 meat. Or 3, 2, 1, 3 meat, 2 cabbage, 1 wooden bowl. All right, so we have 100 bowls. So we need F, we need 200 cabbage. Okay, see how we're overweight? We're about to be really overweight now. Now we're way overweight. We can't move, but we can reach the cauldron. If that's the case, then we can do REF, and we can make 100 pottage. Then we're going to make life easier on ourselves. We're going to go put this in our resource storage in case we're walking slow. If we're still overloaded, and we are a little bit, that's fine. Okay. We're going to move over here. And we're going to put it in resource storage. Don't let it lead you to believe you can't. You can. FEF. Okay. Now, we could take, you know something? Let's take 25 logs. We're going to run over here. Oh, no, we're not going to run over here. We're going to run over here. And we're going to make more wooden bowls. Okay, we're going to craft REF. This is going to make 125 wooden bowls. All right. We got 126 on us because we ate a bowl of stuff. All right, so we're going to put 26 of these up, I think. Okay, so now we have 100. All right, let's see what else we can make here real quick. Bolette mushrooms, bollet. All right, so that's 72, 72, and 72. FEF, FEF, and FEF. Mushroom soup does not sell well. Okay, let's take 72 meat. Actually, we'll take all this meat. Okay, we're going to put that, we're just going to move it to the kitchen. The lady working in the kitchen can access it in either location. All right, that's 75% meat. The meat we have on us is at 87.5. So we're going to take the 75% meat. And we'll get 72 of it. Okay, because we have 72 of each of the mushrooms. Okay. And you stand in the middle of the floor so you can reach everything. See, so you can see the cauldron, you can see the stone grate, you can see the oven, you can see storage. This way, if you overload yourself, okay, all you got to do is pick it up and turn. All right? So what we're going to do is REF. It's going to make a 72 mushroom soup. Awesome. All right, so there's some crafting done. We'll run this up here. We're not going to feed this to our people. We get soup. All right, what's the difference, A-Train? The priority as far as what people like, soup is higher on the list than is mushroom soup. Okay, now we should have a crap ton of onions. I feel like making bread. Let's see how much flour we've got. 142 flour. It takes, what, 10 flour? Flat bread with onion. 8 flour, 3 buckets of water, 5 onion. So 8, 8, 5, 3. This is what gets goofy with this. And do I have onions in here? All right. What I need to do is see. Ooh, it's probably gonna be in here. And it's not. Okay. There's onions in here. There's not flour in here. Flour goes into resource storage. There's some flour. That's enough to make 10 things of flatbread. So let's grab the onions out of here. Hello? Okay. And then we got the buckets of water. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. Let's grab one. Oh, 8, 5. All right, so let's just see what we can make here. We're gonna make with 10 of them. And this is why I put the bucket. This is also why I do what I do with putting stuff in the individual building trunks. It makes it easier for me to make this stuff. The AI characters, the computer characters, are going to make it they don't have to run around and foo-foo around like we do. Okay? They just grab it. They can get it from resource storage or wherever. Okay? That appears to be empty. So let me take those buckets and fill them up. Cabbage I'm holding on to. Flatbread, a flour, let's put that in here. I think we have more flour in processing too. Keep a couple of onions on board. Now we're going to put the flatbread with onion in here so the villagers can actually eat it. Oops. The villagers can't eat it if it's in the kitchen. They can only eat it if it's in the food storage building trunk. Okay? But your kitchen worker can access it whether it's in the kitchen trunk or the food storage building trunk. So that's a way to hide stuff away from the villagers, is put it in the actual building it goes in. Does that make sense? I'm tracking? Everybody tracking? Okay. So she'll be able to get the buckets of water. Now let me check something here. Ah! We have rot. Hooray. This is a bunch of cabbage. We had just absolute crap tons of cabbage. And so this means we can get this processing into fertilizer. So I built these three. I should have put them on the back side. Because flies actually gather around those. I don't want them right next to the kitchen. It's kind of stupid, but that's okay. That takes like 4 logs to, you know, we may put them out here on the back, but there's no pestilence in the game, so, oh, and there's rot right there too, so let's grab that. All right, so our people over here have tons of rot to, oh, we have tons of rot to work with. Okay, let's drop the fish meat back in here. That's dried fish meat. This is salted fish meat. That takes longer to rot because it's salted. Imagine that. All right, so now our barn workers have all the rot in the village. So now they can make all kinds of fertilizer for the spring. So let's go back into management because we need to make sure that's a priority. I mean, we're early in the process, but still. All right, so we're going to go to the barn. All right, we are not making, oh, we're not making it all right now. Let's take this down. Okay, let's put that into fertilizer. Now we got to make sure we choose the right one, and that's the one for rot. This one's for manure. We don't have manure. Okay. Once our lady gets that field fertilized, we're going to move her in here so this gets done. Animal feed, yeah, flour, yeah, okay. I think that's good. So now, let's exit out of that and go into this. Actually, we don't need to go into that. We need to exit out of that and go into this. Now we're looking for right here. And it looks like, well, it's almost done. As soon as she gets done with that, she's not going to have any work to do. She'll be back to sweeping the farm shed, so we're going to move her back over to the... we'll move her to the barn. Or we could go do this ourselves, okay, which would be faster. So, from an efficiency standpoint, I think we're actually in pretty good shape. But we'll see. This will help. All right. So that takes care of that. Now, we've put, did we put all the mushroom soup we got away? I think we did. So we got some stew. That's for us. We got some meat. That's for us. We're going to get some extra meat to make sure we got it in hand. And we'll take, say, 10 of this right here. Cool. Got some cabbage on board. I don't think we got any apples left. Okay, nope, that's fine. But soup, people are going to eat the flatbread with onion, then they're going to eat the soup. All right. Now let's look at this. What's the way to look at this? Let's look at this. All right. So flatbread with onion is plus 50 food. Pottage is plus 30, plus 10, and plus 10 water. Mushroom soup's plus 20 water, but plus 10 food. It's not that great. Soup is plus 35 food, plus 20 water. So that's even better than pottage. Okay? It's more food and it's more water per. Flatbread is plus 50 food. All right? So if you look at the list here, people's demand control, you scroll down. Flatbread with onion is number 19. Soup is 24. Pottage is 26. Then you go down, way down. Mushroom soup is way down here at 34. And then you get down into some of the raw materials, starting with cabbage and then beetroot. Okay? So that's why you want to make dishes. It helps your crafting skill, and it gives your people, more to eat that they like, because they have to replenish their hunger scale like we have to replenish ours. Does that make sense? You tracking? Excuse me. All right. So, is there anything else we want to... Now, as soon as we start getting eggs from the chickens, morel mushrooms will come into play. Because you can make scrambled eggs, but in springtime, morel mushrooms come into play. So you can make scrambled eggs with mushrooms. But even then, flatbread with onion is higher rated than that. You see what I'm saying? And this number here, your value, is the nutritional value. You take 700 divided by 14, you'll get 50. Okay, 385 divided by 11 is 35. Pottage, 30 divided by 1 is 30. See how that, this is not the resale value. Right? So we have now a bunch of stuff to sell from a food perspective. We haven't crafted anything. We'll probably have some deer skulls. Okay, we've got fur we could carry over. Maybe make a couple of things. I got some leather we could carry over. Poppy seed we've got a lot of. And we can take some of that. Let's take like, I don't know, 100 of it. And we're going to throw that over here in the herbalist hut, because that's what we use to make potions of weight, which is my favorite potion to use. It gives you plus 20 kilograms of weight capacity for like 6 minutes. All right, so we got 140 in here now. Okay, so we got all this good stuff in here to make potions with. Now, winter time is when you want your herbalist to make potions. Thing is, I don't have anybody in the herbalist. Oh, I do have someone in the herbalist hut. Do I have Gertruda doing anything? We don't. That's weird. I can't believe I didn't have the master idiot alert up on the screen. What? Why was I not getting an indication that she didn't have anything to do? So, this is the thing you've got to micromanage every season. All right? So we're going to come down here to potions of weight. And we're going to spend 42% of time on that. That means she makes 1 per day. All right. Potion of stamina. She's got stuff to make that. So let's do 28. All right. So that's 70%. And then potion of healing. What does that do? That takes clay vials, but I think we've got that. We have not unlocked poison. Where are these? They're not there. They're not there. They're here. Here we go. Poison. Let's unlock that. Temporarily increases the strength of strikes and cuts. Let's give that a whirl. I have not messed with that. Okay, I'll do. So let's get her. Nope. Gotta go here. Management. Hello. Click here. Click here. Click here. All right. So we have poison. Let's do potion of strength 20%. And then we'll do 10% there. Good. Cool. All right, so now our herbalist actually has work to do. I can't believe I didn't have that set up yet. That was dumb. And I don't have a hammer in my hand. I don't know if you can put shutters on these buildings, but... All right, point is, it is now 0700, which means the world is going to be awake and alive, which is good. We can come in here. We've got tons of fur, leather, and linen thread. We want to make a couple of things. And what would be the best return on investment? Flat straw hats we can make tons of. Those are great to make. All right. Let's take 30 straw, which you gather for free, and 1 linen fabric, which is 1 linen thread converted to linen fabric on the loom to my left. And that's 10 flax stalks converted to a linen thread at the spinning wheel, which is back behind me to the right. Okay. So you grow a field of flax, you get the flax seeds, you save those, plant them next season. We have extras, you sell them. Take the flax stalks, you bring them in here. Oh, you have to thresh them, excuse me. Once you harvest the flax, you have to thresh it on the barn floor. Take the seeds, do what I just said. Bring them here. The stalks, you run through the spinning wheel. 10 of them makes 1 linen thread. Then you can take the linen thread here to make stuff, or you can step over to the loom on the left and you can make linen fabric to make other stuff. Whoa, bless you. That's cool. Sorry, I was just today, of course, Starship had its second integrated test flight that went really spectacularly. It was a spectacular, successful failure. So yeah, it was pretty neat. All right, let me let's get focused here. So we can make some boots. 2 fur and 24 leather. That's a lot. We don't have that squared away yet. Fur boots is 16 and 12. Fur shoes is 10 and 8. Okay, let's see what we can make here. Come back to that. Okay, people, could y'all quit running into each other out there and stuff? Simple shoes. All right, fur boots. Let's make what we can make here. These should sell pretty good. I don't have this written down, but pardon me. Okay, cool. And And let's see what we got left. We got 16 fur and 11 leather. Okay. 16 fur and 11 leather. 16 fur. Oh, we need one more leather. Are you serious right here? We want to make one pair of fur shoes. And that'll do for now. Cool. All right, so we'll put the extra back. Our hunters are bringing that in. Cool. All right, so that puts us in a pretty good position here, I think, to take a break. And so I think that's what we're going to do. So we've done a bunch of work around the village. We have us an extra house available now. So we can recruit another person if we need. And we're always on the look for good talent. We have a bunch of stuff to go sell. We'll do that next episode and run the looting path. Go looking for stuff and check around the map, see if we can find anybody. And then we're going to need to start taking into the idea of maybe building a stable and getting a horse. Because if I'm going to do the looting path, I could wind up in Hornica and then I could get a horse. So maybe we'll do that. We shall see. But for now, what we shall see is our outro screen. And I want to thank you guys for joining us. I hope you give us a like, share with your friends, let them know about the channel. Let them know about Medieval Dynasty, now available on Steam from Render Cube Games and Toplets Productions. It's a fantastic game, so I really highly recommend it. There's an expansion coming up for Steam PC users on December 7th. That'll be exciting. We'll be covering that. And otherwise, I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. If you have questions or comments, please put those below. I will respond. Hopefully, if you have any criticism is constructive, then that's welcome as well. But if you have specific questions, I may even make a video about whatever the topic is. Remember, if you want to learn how to get started, first day of the game or whatever, I just did a live stream yesterday. Just watch like that first half hour to hour. That'll give you a pretty good idea, because then I wind up carrying over into frickin' day 3 or 4. Gosh, I got insane with it. But I'm going to be making an edited version of that, try to get it down to bite-sized chunks where we cover basically a day at a time and go from there. So anyway, appreciate you guys being here and hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.